cannot tell, right? I can't tell which one was more tragic, right, Abstract. Listening to Husky's Asian parenting and the way he grew up, not able to play a bunch of games, and everything being on his PC, or that advertisement we saw at the start of the game, man. But either way, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is kickoff, and the teams are getting scattered all over the field here. But look at golf course right down there, Mount Villa as well. The teams are really stacking up there, Abstract.
Oh my god. So the thing is, I can pretty much expect that one of these teams will gonna want to try to run away. And understandably so, right? Because we do have Legends Rumble that is just going to be around the area. He's just in between of Auto Knockout and as well as STP Son of Gun. So they will want to get themselves out of that. Probably towards Marble Works. Only to realize that, well, there's someone in Marble Works as well. So the Western Archipelago is going to be one of the scariest places to be at, and thus we should be expecting quite a big amount of third-party action going on. So once a team meets with another team, we can expect that once that fight is done with, another team will come in and swoop in for the kill. It just seems like things is just not looking that well, I suppose, because if you're looking at Purgatory, right, when there's too many people at the side of the Western Archipelago, it just becomes a little bit too crazy. But hey, speaking of crazy, I do like myself some craziness in the game. I do like myself a lot of crazy things, a lot of aggression all around the board. So bring me up to speed. I would love to see all of that kind of stuff going on about. But for some reason, STP Sound the Gun, I'm not too sure exactly why there was a little bit of a toss for that frag grenades, but they are definitely going to be working their way closer and closer to the middle part of the areas. I'm not too sure about that, but Wheels as well as on Knockout, they are pretty close to one another. We're looking at Quarry over here. So here in Quarry, which is still the Western Archipelago, right? At the eastern side, we're looking at Marble Works. At the southern side, we're looking at Mount Villa. Places are swarmed with people, it's swarmed with players, and it's just absolutely insane. And speaking of insane, we got Insanity from Superior Assault Forces just rushing all over the place to fields, and I think him being the scout, he's trying to understand and find out if whether there's anyone just right around the places and fields, or, I mean, it's good that they have scouts, right? It's really good. So they should get a really good rough idea how big of an allowance they have when it comes to touring around the map.
Yeah, the 12 squads in here thus far. No early takedowns just yet. Just exactly what we expect out of Purgatory in here, right? But those takedowns are going to start, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as these squads kind of just trickle in closer and closer towards each other. We can see a squad do easy right now, going in here for the cross on the bridge. Now, if they do manage to get across, there will be a welcoming committee in there for them. Here comes a Team Legend Rumble right now in here with those shots. STP, Son of a Gun, in there in the receiving end, but no takedowns just yet. A beautiful blue wall pulled up just in the nick of time to back away from the situation.
Son of Gun receiving quite a couple of flag as well as lead from the side of Legends Rumble, and we're finally looking at Legends Rumble because they are in Group C after all. So we shall see how that's going to work out. And in the meantime, we are also being able to see where the circle is going to be popped. We do see a small little circumference of the circle, and that is going to be popped right on top of the heads of Legends Rumble. And surprisingly, speaking of Legends Rumble, we do have only 3 members of Legends Rumble that entered into the game. So that is going to be one of the sad things to see, because they do not have a full squad. NBA Law from the side of Wheels, he is going to be going to rush onto El Forte, and he will be able to get a pickup onto his fellow teammate while also bringing one of the members from Auto Knockout down. So a little bit of a handicap from the side of Auto Knockout. Not a great start, but knowing them, it shouldn't hinder their progress that much.
Yeah, great move in here by Views though, but the question is, where is the backup coming in here from the squad of Auto Knockout, right? They've lost one player in here already. Here comes STP, Son of a Gun, once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, moving further and further away from this engagement. They might just come across another squad in here right now, but that's exactly what they're trying to avoid. I believe that could be Auto Knockout right there in front of Views. Miro trying to get away from this situation. Auto Knockout right now, all in the middle of a a crossfire. I don't know how is he going to be able to step away from this situation. Abandon right now in here. But it looks like it's all good for the time being, Abstract. They don't really go on for the full-on push now, do they?
I think that they are gonna go for that. We do have a little bit of a profile being leaked by Mirul, and in fact, they don't even need to rush out. Bodhi, he already have a general idea, and of course, he does have eyes on the enemy, so he's able to bring down yet another member from the side of Auto Knockout. And I'm relatively surprised how passive Auto Knockout is playing right now. Like, they know that one of their members is being knocked down and also deleted at the other side of the quarry, but yet they are still not running away. So a little bit of complacency from their side, thinking that, oh, we can deal with them, or oh, we don't have to run away. And thus they have lost 2 members from their side already. And from this point onwards, they gotta have to play a lot more passively.
Well, secret movement, Baby Argon. This is Baby Argon's one and only chance to get a couple of kills in here. Hopefully not get wiped out and perhaps a catch up on the top of the board in there. But secret movement in there with the defensive gameplay well counted in here for Team Baby Argon. Now, what can they do? Using the surroundings a little bit for cover as well. Man, flank right now, almost taken down, 41 HP, 1A response, goes in for the push, pulls up a blue wall as well. It's a game of hide and seek right now for 2 of the squads. Man flank with that takedown. Wonderful play thus far. And Team secret movement, well, they are on the back foot here. Baby Argon, what a push thus far, Abstract.
It's not over just yet. It does seem like we do have secret movement that is also going to be in the crosshairs of Cobra and the rest of the members coming in from Baby Argon with a total of 3 kills to their name already. They're trying to get their lead. They're trying to get a couple of lasers on the side of Fikri, and it does seem like Fikri is also gonna go straight down, and thus secret movement is now completely eliminated by the hands of Baby Argons. And I believe that we did manage to see a couple of members or a couple of people at the northern side of where Baby Argons is. So if they continue to tread lightly, they may meet up with another team again.
Yeah, well, Geek Fam is in here. Let's see if or not Baby Argon can be, Geek Fam's kryptonite in here as they try to play some catch-up game, because AV Ligers already had that ability earlier. They're not going to have that ability in this game, right, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls? And just look at who we were speaking about. Geek Fam on that screen right now. Exact, the player to be looking out for. Views right here in front of them. It could be just a quick and easy wipeout. We have seen this takedown before. Here comes Geek and Belore in here from Views. Oh, very, very brave peek out in here right now. Not even attempting to go in here for the sneak, because he knows he can almost take down Has just right there behind the wall, but he will back away eventually. Grenade in there, smart move by Belore thus far.
And it does seem like Views is gonna find himself in a really bad spot, because Shoyu and 2 other members from the side of Geek, they're just turning around the corner. They're going to rush right onto NBA Law, which is going to be one of the star players from the side of Wheels. How is this gonna be turning right out? I'm pretty sure the NBA Law, he does have a Vector, but the question is it a Kimbo? Is the main question. One of the members from the side of Geek Fam unfortunately has been knocked down and eliminated, and Geek Fam understands the kind of position that they are at. So it does seem like the hunter may be the one that gets hunted, as all of Geek Fam runs away, far, far away from Wheels, as they realize that they are very likely going to be fighting a losing fight. And they're just running. What?
Yeah, that was a crazy defensive gameplay, man. I mean, they backed away, they went in there for that overtake, and they tried to quickly flank Geek, and Geek wasn't expecting that. The moment they knew what that game plan was coming in from Views, they immediately backed away, and that also shows how good a truly Geek is, right? To be able to read the gameplay of your opponent, see exactly what they're trying to do, and immediately counter that. And the only way Geek Fam could have countered that situation was to run away, and because of that, Abstract, they will survive just a little bit longer. And right now, how will they pose a counter attack though? Because Hazik right now, the whole of the squad of Geek, they are being forced inward. Yes, the safe zone is together with them. They don't really need to worry about the safe zone, but they can worry about another squad coming in here for the full-on sandwich. So they need to get rid of Views, and they need to get rid of Views right now.
It is not gonna be easy, definitely. It is going to be a 3 versus 4 kind of fight. So understandably, when we are looking at Geek Fam, when they are in a handicap, they don't actively find fights. They don't actively rush into fights unless they know that they are coming in from the opponent's flank or even coming in from the opponent's rear. Going in neck and neck, straight in the face, eye to eye, is definitely not the kind of gameplay that Geek Fam is looking for. Because in terms of manpower as well as gunpower, it's just not up there. So Geek Fam, we shouldn't be expecting anything else from them unless views rushed right into their faces. But for now, we're also going to be looking at the other side of the current safe zone, and that is going to be the northeastern side, whereby Supreme Assault Forces, they actually played it really passively and played it slow. They had a good trigger discipline and preferred not to shoot the opponents at their backs yet. They're just waiting for the opponents to get into, in a nicer position, just so that SAF will have a better position when it comes to sandwiching that squad.
VPH velocity right now, the one last thing they would want is a small little grenade package right in between all of them for a quick squad wipe there, right? But speaking of, ones to look out for, SAF was there as well, not trying to engage with FRU. They don't want to, release any of those placement points so early in the game. As best as possible, they want to stay out of those engagements, and FRU has traveled so far away from them, even bypassing VPH velocity, who I think were aware of them crossing over, but even they didn't want to go in here for the engagement. So all of the squads right now, Abstract, they are really going in here for the placement points, not really taking those high risk maneuvers in here. But then again, high risk, high rewards, right? You go in there for those skills, you might just be able to come away right now. FSK in here with the approach. Fast Skill MY, the squad that you are looking out for, buddy. They could come across a VPH.
I'm not too sure how this is gonna be like as well, because I'm pretty sure the Supreme Assault Forces, they have an idea where a Fast Skill MY is. And considering the fact that this is still the second circle, Supreme Assault Forces, they will still play it a little bit slowly, and they do not want to randomly open fire just yet. It's okay for them to take a little bit of the zone damage, as they can still safely make their way in. So they got an idea. There were two teams that ran past them, and they have an idea that FSK is probably at the other side of this this freeway, I think. I'm not too sure about their knowledge, but at least for us, we know the amount of people that went past them. And, well, I may disagree to a certain extent, especially for the side of views, I think, because letting Freedom Rumble just run away like that, it is just very big missed opportunity. There's like 4 points in the bag that they could have gotten for themselves.
Absolutely right. In there with a quick backstab, they wouldn't know what hit them, pick up those wins. But then again, of course, they have to look at the situation where they could, get a surprise attack coming back in there from Geek, which they have already backed into a little hut in the corner there. So they can't really make those mistakes as well. So it looks like all-out tactical gameplay is coming in here from all of the squads, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. VPH velocity, spotting out a couple of players right there in front of them, not being able to go in here for the approach as well. But they will have the advantage of the higher ground, just like what we see SAF having in here as well. None of them want to let it go. And right now, baby Argon are the ones who might be in trouble. VPH knows that they are there. They could go in here for a couple of wall bangs, but either way, they don't want to start engaging just yet. They want to see exactly what starts happening in here. As the zone starts coming in, the other teams start, applying pressure in here with that sandwich method. Things are going to be getting crazy. The longer the squads wait in here, Abstract, the final showdown is just going to get that much more crazier. Fast Skill MY right now in there with the engagement. New BB almost taken out. It is FRU right there in front of them. How is he going to survive this Freedom Rumble, a 4-on-1 situation? New BB right now comes in for the takedown, and what a defensive maneuver. Manages the takedown, and here comes yet another one. Manages to stay alive through that as well. Abstract, this guy's a freaking monster, I tell you.
Someone stop them! With a noob with a sliver of health, 6 HP, he rushed us out! The Vector Akimbo came on top of Freedom Rumble, and Newbie survives with 6 HP and still allowed him some time to pick his friend up. We're only looking at 15 minutes in, with 9 teams remaining, 9 teams left. Pugna, he has the grenade launcher, and right in front of them is going to be STP son of gun. What is Pugna gonna do at this point? Is he going to rush at his enemies and just release the Kraken in front of them? Is he going to use Vector Gimbal, or is he using the grenade launcher, because he have 2 of the best weapons in terms of close range combat on him?
Well, a 4-on-1 situation. What he chooses to hold on to right now is a little bit of a small pan, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. This will smack anyone who dares step in front of him. Geek Fam right now, 1 man down already. Goes in, finally responding to Muse again. But Views is not going to be standing in there. Look at that backstep coming in from Legend right now. And Views might be all out of it. Legend Rumble eliminated as well in the 9th position, Abstract. Things have gotten even crazier. What a hold there was there from Geek Fam, and it seems to have paid off at the end. FSK Mai right now moving in, fast kill. STP right there in front of him, goes in there for a couple of snipes. Here comes the wall up for himself as well. Beautiful play in there by Stain thus far.
But he's going to be in such a bad position as he's currently being sandwiched by 2 teams. SDP Son of Gun has now been eliminated. Wills is eliminated as well. VPH all by the hands of Geek Fam, as the piece is all the way by the riverbank, and the place that we thought that they wouldn't survive, when we thought that they would got pushed back against the wall, but they're still in this. They're still in this place, and they're doing well. Shooter, auto knockout from the other side, gets a shot down onto the opponent's side, but show you once again from the cottage. Gets themselves yet another kill. 5 kills for themselves so far, but Baby Argus eliminated. A piece is knocked down and eliminated. The last man remains, coming from the side of Geek Fam. FSK Stains, he's still alive. He's behind the rocks, but he's still A-okay. Bias from DE, do easy. They are making things pretty easy for themselves, because the last 2 teams remaining, they are all solos. But for now, Zig with the Gratza manages to get knocked down and then delete on the Bias. It may not be as easy as they thought, but Stain is going to be on the opposite side of the opponent's crosshairs, as it does seem like do easy. They are going to be focusing down on Stain first. He juked past them, wasn't able to do quite much, as FSK is going to be eliminated at number 3. And it's gonna be 1v3 now. We have seen Geek Fam in a 1v3 scenario before, and they came up on top of that. So how is Hazik going to be playing this game?
Well, it is the captain of Geek Fam, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, taking in those shots right now. Medkit comes out, helps him heal up just a little bit, brings up the blue wall right in front of him. Here comes the push in, and how's he going to be able to make it out of here? Is he going to be able to get the takedown? 13 HP left. He gets away from that. But the soul will happen to do him and eliminated Geek Fam. But it is too easy with the victory. Too easy, I say, Abstract. But Geek Fam, the what a play in there by Captain Hazik, standing, and he didn't allow himself to get taken down that easily, but super well played booyah coming in here from squad. Do